Hi guys, how's everyone doing? So it's been a while since I've done a personal opinionated piece with everyone. So today I'm going to talk about self-awareness and my observation on it. Um, I feel like self-awareness is really layered in the sense of sometimes when you're doing the observation of being self-aware, and then when you're really self-aware, I think it's two different things. And this comes from the fact that i I see people who read a lot of self-awareness books or um philosophical books or self. Wow, ไม่เป็นไรอันนี้แบบรีวิวผมมาว้าวอีกรอบหนึ่งก็ได้ Yeah, we just had like some wow factors in the back. Well, keeping it real, um, and seeing that there's all these real stuff happening behind us. Okay, let's go back to self-awareness. So my latest observation is like you can read a lot of like self-help books and be in tune with like self-awareness, do a lot of research about self-awareness, watch a lot of YouTubes and everything. But I think it's very it's very interesting and subjective how self-aware you really are. And this comes from personal experience because um I've been having this sort of revelation that people who think they're self-aware aren't really self-aware. And then that makes me ask myself whether I'm self-aware or not. And I think we all have different degrees of understanding how self-aware we are. And I think what's really important is to be able to reflect on yourself and admit all the things about yourself that's both positive and negative. But when it's one-sided, that's not very self-aware. And I have really um close experiences to this because I have a lot of toxic friendships and relationships where feel they think they are self-aware. And a lot of times they're the ones who are telling me how to be self-aware and then teaching me a lot of advising me and actually sharing with me a lot of self-awareness research and content they might be reading or looking at or watching. And then I realized they themselves are exactly like what they're saying they don't want to be. I'm not sure if you have this experience, and I think it's actually a good experience for us, for me, to realize the layers of it, like the dynamics and like the whole breaking down a bit because um you should be allowed to question and see things and dive deep into things because it shouldn't be just one layer or one dimensional when a friend or when you go into researching or looking into something and then you just take it for what it is. You have to continue on to research it, continue on to go deeper into it, and then debate it. I think that's the most healthy way of trying to find yourself and understand things. And it's not um, one way or another because things can change. New researchers come in, new awareness comes in. So that's my personal experience recently where I realized that some of my relationships that I feel are toxic because of the fact that these friendships aren't aware that they're not self-aware, thinking they're self-aware. Right? Okay. I think I described it. I pretty much was able to describe what I'm going through. So and it's a concern because I think it's sort of like you're listening to a story of what someone wants you to believe in rather than the authenticity, right? The authenticity of who or what that person is really about. And I think that comes with not being self-aware. That comes with not being in tune with who you are authentically. And it's a lot of being connected physically, mentally, and emotionally to who you really are. And then being present in the present, because it can be broken down to past, present, and future, which I had this really awesome conversation with a very good friend of mine, which I shall say for um, a later sort of share with all of you, because it can be quite long and deep, and it might take a lot of time, but to just kind of share in a nutshell, basically, if you're in the past, then you're holding on to a lot of like regrets or a lot of pain and a lot of things that hold you back. And if you're in present, obviously you're present. And then if you're in the future, you're actually thinking of things that aren't happening yet, and that can actually create stress or you might become stressful from it. So it's always good to be immersed in the moment, immersed in like where you are like right now. And I think it's very important just to be aware of who you are and aware of your surroundings and aware um, of being able to dive deep into anything that you feel you question, because questioning is a good thing. When you keep on questioning, then you keep on you keep on trying to unravel things that you're not sure about. So I would definitely say that keep on doing that, keep on learning, keep on educating yourselves. So basically that's my talk for today, and I hope everyone is good, and I'm seeing a lot of positive vibes. Take care.